This video chart presentation of USU Inc. It's a New York Stock Exchange listed company trading under ticker USU. I decided to take a look at this chart because of the double bottom look to it. Bounced right off of $1 late last week. So a lot of times you'll hear referred to as a $1 boogie. That $1 mark tends to act as a pretty good area of support. And all this chart's in a pretty solid downtrend. It's closed up both days so far this week. So just want to keep it on radar for that support level to hold and see if this is going to put together a stronger push. See, in the long-term perspective, MACD is holding a pretty good upward trend. In the more near-term, histogram bars are closing back in on zero. A bullish cross could be coming. Very similar look with the PPO, holding an upward trend, making higher lows. ADX, whenever I see that negative DI on top and the positive DI down low, I consider that a pretty good position for a reversal and some upward pressure. MFIs into oversold territory, starting to make a little bit of a climb right now, all three close together. That's something that I like to see. And the accumulation distribution is holding a baseline, making some slightly higher lows, but I'll certainly be looking for some more pressure to see us try and make some higher highs as well. Shaking money flow, working its way back towards zero. Buying and selling pressure has been equalizing. CCI has pushed back out of oversold, broken through negative 100. Bottom feeders use that as a buy point. If this thing wants to turn, curl back down, break back through negative 100. It's always tied in with some candlesticks and support levels, but that break of negative 100 would be a sell signal again for bottom feeders. Full still, a little bit of momentum's coming into the play. And the tricks, I just look for this upward trend to hold. Looks like it's trying to flatten out a little bit and curl. It's a lagging indicator, but I'd be looking for that bullish cross. Of course, 2 days of a little bit of upward pressure has turned the RSIs. Also showing some momentum coming in. As I frequently mention, I look for that break of 50. Want to see it holding above that level, trending over top of that, much like through here. It's a much more bullish position for the RSI to be trending and holding over top of 50, as is shown right around there through the break. See the price per share upward pressure, a break back down through 50, and the price per share is starting to get more bearish, coming back down. As far as the candles, I look at that dollar level to be the ultimate bottom support I want to see hold, and even a little bit higher. I'm looking right there around that $7, $8 mark. If it can't hold that, starts to close below that, I'd be very concerned it's not going to hold the $1 mark. And since the $8 held its support in December and right around that same area just here last week, that would be a pretty critical area of support. Now to the upside, I'd say this is going to meet some pretty stout resistance around $1.20. Historically, it was an area of support, served again as an area of resistance, and even tried to hold it as support in March. Classic TA, that support's now going to become resistance, and I'd expect the price per share to have to battle with that a little bit. I closed at $1.16, it's pretty close to it. 1.4 million shares traded. That's right about average for it. I'd be looking for an increase in volume to try and blow through that mark, because it's going to meet another test again, right there around $1.40. 50-day moving average is there. That always serves as dynamic resistance, and there's quite a few points where that was a support and resistance level from a static standpoint. That's still a pretty nice upside from where it is, and importantly, moving over top of the 50-day is an important technical component. And in the broader perspective of the chart, if it can make a move through it, like it did here, then if it wants to come back down and challenge it again, I certainly want to see it hold over top of it this time. If it can make that break, I don't see more resistance coming into play again to all the way up there around $1.70, because at that point, starting to approach the 200-day, that's always a significant source of resistance. Of course, it is dynamic. It's trending downward. As days go by, this 200-day is going to get down and reinforce some resistance right around that point. All in all, though, there's pretty nice liquidity in this play. It's making a double bottom pattern, and it looks like it's trying to take on some upward pressure. So I think it's worth keeping on radar to see how it performs, see if it can go up here and challenge this resistance point in the 50-day moving average. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the USU chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.